Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The first thing that cracked something open in me wasn't the sight of her. It was the text. Battery dying. Home soon. Love you. It came at 9:47 p.m., right as my phone buzzed against the kitchen counter. I remember because the soup on the stove had just started to boil over, and I laughed at myself for caring about timing. I wiped my hands, replied with a heart, and went back to waiting. At 11:30 the soup was cold. The house was quiet in that way that makes you aware of your own breathing. I told myself not to be that guy. Not the paranoid husband counting minutes, replaying old insecurities. She was out with coworkers, she'd said. End of quarter drinks. I trusted her. I wanted to trust her. At 12:12 I called. Straight to voicemail. That was the first real twinge. Not fear, confusion. The kind that makes you doubt your instincts. I sat on the couch, TV on mute, scrolling aimlessly. Then I noticed her location still active on our shared app. She forgot to turn it off. The little blue dot wasn't moving. It was parked at a bar downtown. A place we used to go early in our marriage, back when splitting fries at midnight felt romantic instead of exhausting. I don't remember deciding to drive there. I just remember the steering wheel under my palms and the radio playing a song she loved. I turned it off halfway through. The bar smelled like citrus cleaner and old beer. Laughter spilled out every time the door opened. I stood there longer than I should have, telling myself I'd walk in, glance around, feel stupid, and leave. Instead, I saw her. She was at the far end, perched on a stool, knees angled toward a man I didn't know. His hand rested easily on her thigh, like it belonged there. She was smiling, the real one, the unguarded smile I hadn't seen in months. My chest tightened like something was pressing from the inside. I didn't storm over. I didn't shout. I watched. I watched as she leaned in. I watched his thumb trace a slow circle. I watched her forget the world enough to let it happen. That's when my phone buzzed again. Almost done. Be home in 20. I walked out. At home, I sat at the edge of our bed, staring at the indentation where she slept. Memories rushed in uninvited. Her laughing at my terrible jokes, the way she used to reach for my hand in movies, the night we painted this bedroom and ended up covered in blue streaks and kisses. How long had this been going on? Had those moments already been hollow when they happened? I didn't pack much. Just a bag with clothes, my watch, my old journal from before we were married. Then I walked into the kitchen and stopped. On the fridge was a photo from last summer. Us at the lake. Her head on my shoulder. The sun caught in her hair. Under it, in her handwriting, a sticky note I'd almost forgotten. No matter what, this is home. I peeled it off and placed it on the counter. Next to it I set my wedding ring. She came in at 1:07 a.m., keys jangling, humming softly. Hey, she called. You still up? I didn't answer. She found me in the doorway, bag at my feet. Her smile faded, replaced by confusion, then something like fear. What's going on? I held up my phone. Battery dying? Her eyes flicked away. Just for a second. Long enough. I saw you, I said quietly. At the bar. Silence stretched between us. She opened her mouth, closed it. Then tears. Real ones. It didn't mean anything, she whispered. I was lonely. You've been distant. I didn't think. I know, I said. And I did. I knew how distance grows. How small resentments stack up. I wasn't blameless. But I also knew what I'd seen. What she'd chosen. She noticed the counter then. The ring. The note. Her hand flew to her mouth. You're leaving. I already left, I said. I'm just not gone yet. She tried to touch my arm. I stepped back. Walking out was quieter than I expected. No slamming doors. Just the soft click behind me. In the car I finally let myself cry. Not because I'd lost her, but because I'd found myself again, standing in the wreckage, choosing not to stay where trust had died. What I left behind wasn't just a ring. It was the version of me willing to accept half-truths for the comfort of not being alone.